Well, the new director of an economic alliance who is charged with bringing in more jobs sees a promising future for this region. Kenya Ross was at the breakfast meeting where he said we have the key assets that large companies want.
The city of West Monroe held its free Next Level breakfast event Tuesday morning at the West Monroe Convention Center. Local employees and business owners participated in a discussion focusing on growth opportunities for Northeast Louisiana. President Rob Cleveland of the Northeast Louisiana Economic Alliance says the biggest economic drivers for the region are certified sites and quality locations. He says that's key to attracting companies of all sizes.
So we have great sites like the Millhaven site, the Charleston Industrial Park, the Calhoun site are just a few of the certified sites and resources, and they are among the best in the state of Louisiana.
Cleveland says unemployment data shows only 2,000 to 2,500 people in West Monroe don't have jobs. He mentioned the workforce could improve if people gain employment.
So if we can get another 2,000 people in the workforce who could go into the manufacturing, who could go into fast food and the service industry, make a monumental difference in our ability for our businesses to function and survive and really thrive and provide the service we're all expecting.
Cleveland believes ownership of sites matters to outside companies. That's why having multiple sites is key.
Having a diversity of sites really allows us to meet the needs of every company, whether they're looking for 50 acres or 1,000 acres. The ability to have all of those options puts us in the game, and ultimately we want to fill our funnel, have more leads so that the more fall through the bottom and we're able to attract those companies.
Visit NELEA.com to keep up with their progress. In West Monroe, Kenya Ross, KNOE 8 News.